What's up, guys? NightChasers here and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are doing OBS stuff again. I seem to always be doing videos of this truck lately since I've been up here. A lot of videos of the OBS, and I've been doing a lot of small work to it. I'm not sure why. I just love this truck even though it's a turd. So we're going to give a really quick update on it. Finally did the roll bar. I've had this for like a year and this is finally on there. Oh, real quick. If you haven't watched the last video, go watch it. It gives you an idea of what's going on here. If you have watched it, cool, thank you. Roll bar's in. Got some foglets on it, mounted to the high, or ran to the high beams. I got some wire loom for the wire. Tailgater hater is in. It also works as a, not just for tailgaters, it's also for reverse light and work light. Bed saver. This thing goes up there to protect the bed from hitting the cab when you're loading stuff. I reversed it to solve the floppy bed sides of rotted out OBSs. Does great. Tailgate latches from Menards. Hold the tailgate in perfectly. Tailgate's solid. More solid than it was from factory. Gas tank door flops. So I have a latch for that. Mirrors are bad. So I am buying new mirrors for it. I did, however, get the visor on and I painted it like crap. So I got to repaint it. I've had that for a while, since my last birthday. Take a look inside. I'm working on an amp in a power inverter, but the amp sucks, so I'm going to change the amp. I've got a trans temp gauge for it. I need a wire up, and I'd like to get an oil temp gauge for it, because unfortunately, with the RAM being down, I do a lot of towing with this, and that's where we're going to get to that in a second. I'm towing with that. So since the taillight fell out, I totally ignored this. I totally forgot that this taillight was missing. I was driving down the road and it fell out and I watched it shatter in my mirror. So I've been taillightless for like a week and I just got new taillights in. I'm super excited for these. They're probably going to get broken the first week they're on the truck, but whatever. Summit Shorty headers, Walker 2.5-inch Y pipe to a single 3-inch to a Super 44. I watched Engine Masters and they did like a whole lot of exhaust videos. And it turned out that single 3-inch flowed well enough for 400 horsepower, which this truck doesn't make. And it actually outperformed dual 2.5-inch. So it saved me money because I didn't have to go with 2 mufflers, 2 pipes, and a different Y pipe. So it saved me like $200. Sweet. Thanks, Engine Masters. You'll never watch this video. So yeah. I melted some spark plug wires, so it's got MSD Street Fire wires on it. When I moved up here, this thing popped up for sale for like 60 bucks or something, or 80 bucks. Painted it, mounted it a couple days ago. I got some brackets to mount on the core support to strengthen it. And I'm going to weld it along right here on both sides. And after I paint the grille and do new headlights and blinkers. I also have 2 other fog lights I'm going to mount below. Because I've noticed being up here, it's super dark in the woods and really curvy. So you can't see shit. And I find myself like turning last minute because I just can't see what's coming up ahead. So there's an update on the truck. I don't know why I love this truck. It rips. It rips. I don't know. 373s, G80, Vortec 350. It runs really good. The trans, it's the GM Goodrich trans, so it's been rebuilt. Well, it's a reman. I am going to do a nice trans shift kit in it and maybe a trans tuner so it doesn't shift at 4,800 RPM. Pfft, pointless. I do have the $18 Lunati cam. And I'm going to use this in the OBS if the OBS isn't roller. If it's flat tappet, I'll use that. If it is roller, then I'll end up buying a roller cam kit for it. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of expensive. 1/6 roller or 1/6 stamp steel rockers because you can't run roller rockers without modifying the crap out of the valve covers and stuff. And it's a work truck. But why not have a work truck that kind of rips? You know? Cold air intake. I'm going to order a legit cold air intake, not a $50 Chinese crap. I'm going to order. I know they don't do anything. Some people say they do. Some say they don't. Try it for myself. 50 bucks, whatever, on a throttle body spacer. Might do an intake spacer, the plenum spacer, with the intake, a jet chip. I had a jet chip in my 95 Dakota, and it made a huge difference. And I always thought that they were placebo chips too, but it worked. So I'm gonna try stage 2 on this one because it's already got the whole exhaust and everything. I have to run 91, but whatever. Yeah. So, oh yeah, these things are bald because I do burnouts and then I rotate tires and then I continue doing burnouts because this truck just loves doing burnouts. So I need to get new tires. So I've got some picked out. So I'll have some brand new tires on the truck shortly. And for now, I'm going to get to work on it, do some other small stuff. I got to relay the fog lights and the I'm going to mount the front fog lights. And yeah, I'll get back to you in a second. All right, well, the OBS is done. I just pulled it out of the garage, cleaned up my mess. I didn't get as much as I'd like done, but I got the main stuff that I wanted to get done. So, yeah, the good thing is these lights are great, so I can record outside too. Fog lights are on, relayed with those off the brights. The tail lights are on, installed, whatever. So I finally have brake lights and blinkers again. I can't figure out the light bar. It only does that when it's running. It just like slightly on. I don't know what it does. I tried the ground. I don't know. Get to mess with that later. Turn the brights on. The fog lights come on. This one, this right one right here takes a little bit longer to warm up for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I'm excited for this because it is dark out here. So we'll do a nighttime driving test with the lights here in a second once I get in the truck and head out. Alright, so here's current driving at night. It's really dark out here. Yeah. Really dark. So this is what normal low beams are like. High beams weren't much better. They were just a little farther ahead. That's the difference. So I am happy with the fogs. They help out a lot. And then, so you're looking out the back now. Can't see anything, and then boom, see everything. So this was a good idea. And while we're out here in the middle of nowhere, let's do a 0 to 60 run because we need some sort of action and videos. You don't want to just be talking, so we're gonna go. I know you have to D1 it because it overrides it no matter what. I wanted to Jeff's face. So Jeff, what are we doing?
Buying more shitty trucks.
We're here with Cody. So I was heading down with the OBS, the last you guys seen in this video, and then I was supposed to like stop and talk and everything, and I decided not to. I just wanted to drive. So I'm downstate, as you can tell. Drove the OBS down here to get parts for a bunch of stuff. We'll get to that later. But for now, we're gonna do a little update.
You're downstate-ish.
On Jeff's life. So we were heading to get parts. We decided to take Jeff's truck. Jeff is gonna be a nice guy and drive because I just, drove 6 hours in my OBS.
Don't judge a book by its cover. It looks good on the side.
It looks really bad. All right, we can get going. I'll record it as we pass by and explain the story. So you can shut the dome lights off too. That's fine.
Okay, good.
So what happened was we were driving. And Jeff had forgot, after driving for like an hour, the clutch pedal goes to the floor. Like for some reason the slave gets hot and just loses pressure. So we were like, all right, well, we're gonna make sure we take it easy. We'll be fine. We're driving 2 hours from where his house was. Goodbye, OBS. Giving it the beans. Oh.
Oh no, it was so bad. Dude, this thing
Sounds good.
yeah, it takes
So we're an hour from home. We're an hour from the destination. I called the guy and said it's gonna be tomorrow. We're looking at trucks for Jeff because Jeff needs a winter truck because now every car he has is broken. The probe runs, but the exhaust is broken. So we found this single cab long bed 6.5 manual mint OBS at the same location, well, same town that we were originally going to get the parts for. Unfortunately, we can't pull the money out because the banks are closed. So Cody, like thankfully you can't see him, but Cody drove an hour from home to, huh?
It's somebody saying I'm ugly, thankfully you can't see him.
No, it's just too dark.
Probably not.
We
Cody's
decided.
running out 4 hours of sleep to let you know.
Yeah. So he drove an hour from home to pick us up because we're not allowed to ride in the tow truck because of the virus. And then we asked Cody, like, hey, do you want to go an hour north to go look at this truck? And he said, sure, why not?
If he did not say that, he said, I don't know.
So we're heading an hour north to look at this truck for Jeff. On the way back through, we'll call a tow truck, have Jeff's truck towed, and then we'll update everything that's going on tomorrow for my OBS and all the parts I'm getting, and hopefully Jeff's new truck. So until tomorrow, see you later. This is what we get to ride in though for the trip to get the OBS. Oh, the sweet escort right here. No, this is escorting us.
Oh. This ain't no Escort GT.
Alright, so here we are. The next day, update on everything. Finally made it back home yesterday at like 3:30 in the morning after we looked at the truck. And we're in the new Jeffive Diesel. It's a nice truck. We'll give an update on the truck when we get to the parts store. We're heading to the parts store because on the way out here with my OBS, the radiator split as I was pulling down the dude's road. So the guy was nice enough to be like, you can do your radiator here. I have all the tools you need. So I'm doing a radiator in this random guy's driveway.
It takes 2 OBS Chevys to get one good one.
Yeah, it literally, like his truck still broke down on the side of the highway an hour from here, an hour from home, and my truck's sitting at the dude's house broken, and we're in the new Jeffive Diesel, going to get the parts to fix it. So, yay! After this, we got to go get a bus motor, and I'll update you on that when we get to that point. Oh, what's with the camera? What? There it is. Look at that. Sick. Where's he gonna land at? There he is.
What if we just started to crash?
Focus camera. There it goes. Sweet. Alright, so update number 3004. The new Jeffive Diesel is now running bad. We can't figure it out. Yeah. So now we're trying to diagnose this new Jeffive Diesel while my radiator is drying because I patched it at the guy's house. We went and got a new radiator, but I feel like changing it. And I didn't really want to spend $200 for a plastic end cap radiator. I'd rather run an aluminum one if I'm going to spend $200. So we epoxied it. We're letting that dry. Here at Taco Bell, trying to get food. 6.5's messing up. Yay! So, gotta figure something out. We're still 2 hours from home. Jeff's other 6.5 is on the side of the highway. And my truck's broken. 3 OBS is broken in one video. Did you feel the lift pump? Were you under there looking at the lift pump?
I was gonna try to.
Alright, I'm gonna help him diagnose this. We're rolling. Lift pump stopped working. And I was running off a little bit of dribbles of fuel. So I pulled the wires apart and touched them together because the connector was all corroded with water and stuff. And then the relay wasn't working on key. It would like the fuel, like the lift pump would start working, and then it would stop working as the truck started to run. So I pulled the cap off the relay and jabbed the relay, so it's always running. Fuel lift pump's always running. Now it runs better than it used to. It's way better, but lift pump's always running, and it's got a small fuel leak from the fuel filter housing bowl. And we're still 2 hours away from home. Jeff's other diesel's still on the side of the highway, and my truck is still at the guy's house, and we didn't get any food. Got anything to say, Jeffrey?
Should buy an OBS.
Buy an OBS. Okay. Well, here we are. 6.9s in the back. See it, turbo sticking out? Got the turbo set up for the bus. And this is the Jeff truck, the new Jeffive Diesel V2. So I got a relay jammed in the, I got a fuse jammed in the relay to keep his fuel pump running. And I think it's kind of like a safety feature. The lift pump. So if that relay gets hot, it'll melt the plastic on the fuse, and then the fuse will fall down and it'll shut the relay off. It's like super smart in like engineering. Ingenuity. We're engineers. Look at this truck though. Boy, brand new wheels and tires on it. Super solid truck. The cab corners and the rockers are solid. The frame is super solid.
3500.
It's a really good truck, and it's a 3500, and it's got airbags in the back. It's super stiff. Well, here we are. 6.9s in the back. See it, turbo sticking out? Got the turbo set up for the bus. And this is the Jeff truck, the new Jeffive Diesel V2. So I got a relay jammed in the, I got a fuse jammed in the relay to keep his fuel pump running. And I think it's kind of like a safety feature. The lift pump. So if that relay gets hot, it'll melt the plastic on the fuse, and then the fuse will fall down and it'll shut the relay off. It's like super smart in like engineering. Ingenuity. We're engineers. Look at this truck though. Boy, brand new wheels and tires on it. Super solid truck. The cab corners and the rockers are solid. The frame is super solid.
3500.
It's a really good truck, and it's a 3500, and it's got airbags in the back. It's super stiff. But now we get an hour trek to Jeff's other 6.5 diesel to tow that home. And then finally, after that's home and that's home and Jeff's truck's home, I can finally relax for the weekend. Yay. So here we go. Here we are at the OG Jeffive Diesel. Tow truck just showed up. So what we're gonna do, get the truck loaded up. Well, he's going to. We're just gonna stand back and watch. Take these things home. Just over an hour. And I'm gonna have to take the non-turbo 6.9, which I took it because he wanted it gone, and I paid the same price for either one or both, so I took the other one. And then I made a mistake because my truck is super squatting, because these motors are close to 1,000 pounds fully dressed with fluids, which they both are. So she's a squatting. So yeah, there's another update. Am I good? Oh yeah. Are you sure? Wow. So I didn't update anything after the tow truck, but we got home, and the OBS is still leaking coolant, so I got some more epoxy to add more epoxy to get it home. Decided to have a little meet today. Went to some junkyards and didn't see anything cool. A couple small stuff, but decided to have a little get together with my buds, hang out with my boys before I head back up. So nothing, just the winter beaters, all the dailies, everything's put up. Besides Cody's got his, well, this show is his winter beater. This is the coolest winter beater. And Chico's 4Runner, which is cool. I mean, the OBS is cool, and the Jeep's cool. the Jeeps are cool. He's getting a 4-inch lift for his. He's gonna make it cool. And it's V8, so that's cool. And of course the Jeffive Diesel version 2. So here we are. Fun times with the boys. Cody's over there doing a review on my truck.
Probably like, this thing's garbage. Never buy one.
Yeah, dude, that thing is
There's
trash.
nothing good about this.
Right. I'll post the link to his video in my description of his review on my OBS. I'm actually excited to see what he says about it. He's probably gonna hate it. And
I put on this mask to make my face warm, and it actually works.
Yeah, we tried to them junkyard today.
Alright, well, had fun with the boys. Jeff, Sean, and I are going to head to another friend's house and hang out with him. I haven't seen him in a long time. So, this will be the wrap up for this video. And I'm going to close it out in the next clip because we're about to drive. And, hey, Jeff!
It sucks that it's cold, but I love it. What?
What? There's 2 Jeffs in the video.
Come on, don't break it. Stop.
Alright, well here we are. Loaded down. End close is full. 6.9's in the bed. 6.9's in the bed. She is squatting and probably way over the payload rating for the 96 1500, but it's gonna have to do it. So I'm getting on the highway right now to head to the UP. 6-hour drive with a truck that is doing something it shouldn't do, with a crack in the radiator that's been epoxied twice. And I've got 2 more packages of epoxy and 2 jugs of coolant. Enough to get it, if it splits, enough to get it to the next exit. Figure it out from there. So, I'm going to end this video. So in the next video, I'll be in the UP. The truck will be in the UP, which will mean that this trip's over with. So that'll be nice. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for notifications when I upload sweet videos. Check the description for links to Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, and the link to Cody's video of the review of this truck. I'll have his channel down below. His video might not be up before this one, so I'll update it when it does come out. And yeah, this truck is proving its worth. It's paid itself off a long time ago, and it just keeps giving. I love this truck, and I am going to get on the road begrudgingly. Ugh. See you guys. So you thought this video was over. I thought the video was over. The video's not over. Just had a crappy situation happen. Driving on the highway, 2.5 hours from home, 3 hours from Marquette. Everything's going pretty well. Temperature gauge is good. Oil pressure's good. Truck's doing it. I started smelling something really bad. And I was like, I don't know what that smell is. I can't figure it out. I'm getting paranoid. I kind of thought it was transmission. So I pull off the side of the highway to investigate it. I'm looking under the truck. I'm like, what is it? I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything with the transmission. Nothing leaking, nothing. I look back. And I see my differential smoking. So, because my differential's smoking, hold on a second. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So because my differential's smoking, I'm like, all right, cool. So I sit there for like 40 minutes. I have no idea what I'm doing. The guy that hauled all my cars up north, like I was like, all right, he'll bring us 40 foot, save me. You know, just pay him for the tow. He's in Mississippi. You know, so the wife's at home with the Colorado, which she can tow the trailer. You know, we can leave the truck on the side and deal with it later. But, I mean, that's 6 hours. And it's 6 o'clock at night. And the kid's at home. So, not really a good idea. It's like last ditch effort, you know. I have no friends up here in this, I don't even know where I'm at. So I pull into this gas station. I'm like, all right, I got to go back 30 minutes south to an AutoZone, change the diff fluid. Hope that works. I pull off at this gas station. I'm like, I'm just going to pull up to the gas station, see if they can let me leave the enclosed there so I can get to the AutoZone without a ton of weight on it and change it. And I walked inside and I seen diff fluid. I'm like, maybe I'll have a chance that they'll have everything I need. So I grabbed the VP Racing diff fluid. So I spent $24 on 2 quarts of diff fluid. Good. I guess good. You know, the rear end needs it really bad. I find a funnel. I find a 1 gallon jug of water so I can drain the fluid into the 1 gallon jug of water with the funnel and then cap it off and not, you know, dispose of it in the ground because that's terrible. Can't find any tools, but they had this really cheap tool cart for sale, like these tools like that you'd find at Harbor Freight. And I found a wrench set with 4 wrenches and a socket set with 4 sockets and a extension set with 2 extensions. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a 3/8 ratchet. All I need now is a 3/8 ratchet. I have RTV, I have everything I need. 3/8 ratchet. They didn't have one. So I'm at the counter buying the stuff because I'm like, whatever, I'll try it with the wrenches. It'll take forever. I asked the lady at the counter, I'm like, do you guys have any 3/8 ratchets? And the dude's like, oh yeah, let's check right here. He pulls out this toolbox and I'm like, sweet, it's a socket set. No 3/8 ratchet. Dang it. All right, well, I got to dig through my truck and hope that I find a 3/8 ratchet hiding somewhere like under the seat or something. Probably not going to happen. So I'm sitting in the truck recording this video. Guy pulls up. He found another toolkit in the gas station. He must have been like the manager or like the owner of the gas station or something. And he just brought it out to me. So I'm going to dig through that toolbox and hope there's a 3/8 ratchet because my plan is to pull the cover off, change the fluid, RTV the cover, slap her on, and attempt to go farther. I'll go like 20-30 minutes and see if I smell it again. If I start smelling stuff again, at least I'll be past the bridge. I'm not even at the bridge yet. You know, I'm like 20 minutes from the bridge. I want to get past the bridge. I want to be in the UP at least. I can park my truck and figure it out from there. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I don't know. I don't know. So, let's go change some diff fluid in a parking lot, and it's freezing outside. All right, the magical chest. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a ratchet. So, diff fluid changing is happening in this parking lot. So, I am going to get to work. All right, well, not a lot of fluid came out. And it's watery. It stinks so bad. Everything looks good. You know, it's probably a little heated and stuff, you know, but I hope the bearings are okay. I should be able to put fluid in it and get away with heading home. Hopefully. Well, diff fluid has changed. Diff is back together. We're on the road. I'm pulling onto the highway. So let's pray that we're good. We're solved. Once I know that we're good, once I get past the bridge, I'll update everything and end this video for the second time. Bye. Well, here we are at the start of the bridge. And I got out and checked the diff, and she's boiling. I just drove 35 minutes to get here, and it's not smoking. It's not terrible, but I can hear the fluid in there. So something's wrong with the diff. Probably I have too much weight on the truck. I don't know what to do because I am 2.5 hours from home, maybe 3 at the most. So update when I figure something else out. Alright, so I decided to go for it, only because everything from here is 65 zones, 55 to 65, so I can go 10 under and be okay. A little slower speed should help. And every half hour I'll stop for a few minutes and cool my diff off with water. I bought a bunch of waters so I can stop, let it cool off, pour some water on it, you know, try to cool it down, and continue driving. because I just want to get the F home. Alright, so we're going to check on the diff. I'm going to tap it. Oh, it's not that bad. I don't have to stop. I'm going to pour water on it just to... Look at that. Yeah, cool that fucker down. So, I wish it was raining. I wouldn't have to do this. So, get her cool all over. Come on. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, that's cold. The axle tubes are right here. It's pretty warm. The front, yeah, I can touch it, which is good. So, let me get out from under here. All right, so that's good news, really good news. Maybe I can pick up the speed a little bit because I've been doing 45 to 50. I'll give her a shot at 60. See where we get. How she does at 60. On my way again. All right, so last scene, I was on the side of the road trying to cool off my diff, and well, I made it home eventually. It took a long time, but I did make it home a week and a half ago. So I've just been so swamped with life and work and whatever that I haven't been able to finish this video. So here I am, a week and a half later, finishing the video. Anyway, update. OBS is doing fine. The rear end does make some noises. I did do some damage to it. So I have plans to rebuild the rear end, maybe do a gear change, which would mean I have to do a gear change in the front. I do still need to get a radiator for it, and just fix small stuff. But otherwise, it's been doing great around town and up here, so that's good. I did rent this side lot that's owned by this guy that owns these buildings. So I wanted all the space clear because there's not a whole lot of space. So all of the cars are in there. Organized chaos. I'm going to get a 40-foot storage container and put right along the fence right there, so I can get everything out of this first bay and throw in there like the quads, the lawnmower, all the yard equipment, just like spare motors and stuff. I don't want it in the shop because it just clutters the shop up. So I want everything out of the shop that isn't needed to be in the storage container. So I'm going to work on that. They're kind of they're a little pricey. I know that sometimes you can rent to own them. I might just save up the money and buy one. But there's an update. Bus and Raider are in the garage. The 6.9 turbo IDI is right in front of it, waiting to be worked on. So that is an update of what's going on here. Update on the Jeffive Diesel, the new Jeffive Diesel. So he contacted me a couple days ago and mentioned that his throat bearing took a crap. So poor guy. He another broken Jeffive Diesel. So we just have the worst luck with OBS's in this month. So actually this is a new month, so whatever. Anyways, worst luck ever. Poor Jeff. So him and David, the guy with the turbo Civic, and well, now it's a Del Sol, Civic Del Sol, is going to change the trans. They're going to pull the trans out of the OG Jeffive Diesel, because that trans is good with no bad synchros, as the new Jeffive Diesel has bad synchros. And he got a South Bend heavy duty clutch rated for like 350 horsepower and like 700 foot-pounds of torque or something, because he plans on modifying his stuff. So they're doing that this weekend. So there's an update on the Jeffive Diesel. The OBSs are just not doing well. So mine is barely. So yeah, that's an update on everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a long video. It's like a movie. It's like a story. So anyways, like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when I upload more sweet videos. Check the link, check the description, I always mess this up, for links to Facebook, Instagram, and my Snapchat. Share the video, let your friends and family know, and see you guys in the next video.